basically, can you hear me? You good?
Very well.
You're looking up. Am I on a big screen or something?
Yes, good. Yes, you're good.
Okay. So, like Jamie said, I am Melissa Eichenhorst's sponsor. So, woohoo, lucky me, right? Never in my wildest dreams did I know that Melissa was going to blow it out of the park. So, I am, first of all, so thankful for all of you guys because there's no way that I would be where I'm at, Melissa would be where we're at, and if it wasn't for all of you. So, thank you. This is my 5th year actually with Plexus. This upcoming week will mark my 5-year anniversary. I started Plexus. I was a customer, probably about 9 months. Jen Hawkins, I was her customer for 9 months. I knew Celeste Gwen pre-Plexus, and this was before she had even signed up as an ambassador. Our kids go to the same small school. So I had saw her, it had been about 3 months since I'd seen her, and she had lost all this weight. I wanted to know what she was doing, and she said, I'm drinking pink and I'm shrinking. Again, this was 5 years ago, so our verbiage has changed since then. But I was like, I want it. Tell me what to do. She gave me Jen Hawkins' website, and I never even met Jen. I didn't know what Plexus was, what I was doing. I just knew that I needed to drink this pink drink, so I did. I lost some weight with it, and that was all that I was expecting. I didn't know the other benefits like so many of us in the beginning. Y'all, I didn't know about gut health and probiotics and vitamins. But yeah, so I was drinking the pink drink, and then I asked Jen, I was like, okay, what else should I add into my regimen? And so I added the accelerator, and then I had a lot of success with those two, losing weight. And so I was like, okay, well, what else do you have? What else should I be taking? And then she recommended the triplex. And so I started taking the triplex. And I should mention that I used to be on medication for anxiety and depression. And if you've ever dealt with that or known anybody that has, I also had huge migraines that came along with that. So I was on prescription Butal for that. I was on prescription for high blood pressure. So taking the triplex helped me with all that. I've been off of all of that medication now for 5 years. And I didn't know, though, that Plexus could do all of that. I didn't know all about the gut health back then. So then my story changed. It wasn't about wanting to lose weight. It was my overall health. So y'all, again, I was still a customer for 9 months. Nobody had ever brought the business opportunity to me. I didn't even know that it was network marketing. I referred my mom. Y'all maybe heard of Brainy Anderson, another diamond. I referred her to Jen Hawkins. I didn't know. And so had I known, I wish I would have known. But I thought this was something that Jen Hawkins was making in her basement in Colorado. I didn't know anything about Plexus. I was clueless. So then one day we were at lunch and Celeste says, I'm going to sign up to share Plexus. And we're like, what? What do you mean you're going to sign up to share? So she told us all about it. And we're like, okay, I'm still a customer of Jen Hawkins. And then the next month we had lunch again with Celeste, 1 month into it. And she showed us her paycheck. And it was when it was the paper paychecks, y'all. And she made $2,000 in her first month. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So that's when I was like, okay, this is real. This is not just something that Jen Hawkins is brewing up in Colorado with her brothers. This is the real deal. So everybody around me started signing up, and I only signed up because I didn't want to miss out on our fun get-togethers, our fun lunches. So I signed up, not for the business, although I knew, wow, she's making all this money. But I signed up just, to hang out with my friends and get the discount. It took me a few months to even realize what the business potential could be. It took me 3 months to even hit silver, you guys. Again, I didn't know anything about the business. I had customers that were loving the product. They actually came to me and they wanted to sign up and join my team. And stupid over here, I was like, no, just stay my customer. You don't want to be on my team, just stay my customer. Nobody had explained the business opportunity to me, and I never really sat down to take a look. So I started adding a few more people to my team, and Melissa was one of them. And from the very beginning, she joined. She wanted to lose weight, but then she saw the huge potential with this. And that's when I realized, after talking to Melissa, what this could really be and what this could really do. At the time, I had another job. I owned an online clothing boutique. And so that was my passion. Plexus hadn't yet become my passion. It was just kind of something I was doing on the side. So watching and learning from Melissa, she had that drive from the get-go, and she said it from the beginning. I'll never forget. She told me, she's like, I want to be on stage just like Celeste Gwen. And y'all, she did it. It's been amazing to watch her. And like, that's so not my personality. I'm an introvert. I mean, it's Saturday night and I'm in my pajamas. That's what I love doing. I'm not a big personality. I'm not an extrovert. I like my little group. I like to be sitting with my core friends watching the people on stage, and that's okay. So it doesn't matter. Anybody can be successful with this business. You can have a huge personality, an extrovert, or you can be a little shy and an introvert like me. So I started working the business after, really learning from Melissa. It was her that got me going, and I realized the potential of this. So then growing my team had a lot of momentum. I hit Emerald in 11 months, and then I hit Sapphire 3 months later. So I remember I told my husband, I'm like, buy those first class tickets. I'm going to be Diamond when we go to Hawaii. And then it came to a halt. What I wasn't understanding, and you have to build why. I was, riding the coattails from Melissa, her amazing team, and she built an amazing team. Your amazing leaders, Kim and Jamie and everybody. And like I said, I didn't know all of that yet. And so it was all such a whirlwind. So Melissa actually outranked me. She hit Diamond in January, and it took me 4 months later to hit Diamond. I had to have 1,125 points outside of her. Y'all, that's a lot of points. Think about it when you're going through the ranks. So just make sure, don't make the same mistakes I did. Make sure you're growing wide. And it's still something that I continue to struggle with 5 years later. It's hard. I get it. It's really hard. So during those 4 months, y'all, when it first happened, of course, I was super, super excited for Melissa. She deserved it. I mean, she's amazing. Y'all know that. Y'all have amazing, amazing uplines. I felt like a failure. I felt like everybody was talking about me, laughing at me, like, who is she? She can't even, she got outranked, blah, blah, blah. Everybody around me, I felt like was ranking up. And here I was stuck, and I didn't know what I was doing wrong. It took me about 2 months. I had to get over it, get out of my pity party, and I had to put my blinders on and not worry about this person and this person, my upline, and I had to focus. So I spent a lot of time. I had to change the way that I was thinking, and I really had to do positive affirmations. I used to think that was silly when people would talk about it, and I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk to myself. I'm not going to write things on the mirror. Y'all, it's amazing what a change it makes when you do that. I started believing those things, and immediately things started turning around. I really started focusing on my outside legs and building belief into them. We were all doing it together. They saw me change, and so they changed. We all did those personal affirmations. I went to travel, and we did tons of meetings, just sharing, loving on our teams. And the month that I ranked to Diamond, I had somebody ranked to Gold, somebody ranked to Senior Gold, Ruby, and Senior Ruby, all in the same month. So by helping them, it also in turn helped me. So don't worry about what everyone else is doing. If there's someone that you're seeing, they're all ranking up, y'all, don't even worry about it. Worry about you, and it's your journey. We all have different journeys, and I needed that extra 4 months to really take time and learn and grow myself before I could be a leader. I still have so much to learn. Like I said, 5 years this month, y'all. And there's still so much that I learn every single day. So don't worry about that. I like to share that with people because I've talked to other people that have been outranked and we all feel like, oh gosh, we're the only one. But we're not, you know, it's your own journey. It's your own story. How are you going to write it? So my comeback was great. And I'll never forget that. I needed that to push me to where I'm at now. So if anyone is struggling with that, I totally get it. I understand. Sometimes we get stuck and then we just have to do things to, you know, get out of it. And so with the whole refresh, renew, refocus, I love that when they told me that was y'all's theme this weekend. And like I said, I want to add rebuilding to that because that's something that I have to do. My next strongest leg outside of Melissa was a senior Ruby. And just a few months ago, she left and she is selling wine, a wine MLM, and she took most of her team with her. So some of you probably experienced that as well, other MLMs coming and your team leaving. So that's hit me pretty hard these past couple of months. So I'm focusing on rebuilding and refreshing. I'm going back to the basics of what I had to do, 3 years ago. I'm basically in my head I'm starting over. My husband at one point was senior gold, and then I kind of just sat back and got lax, got in that leadership mode, monitoring everybody, and stopped kind of working my own personal business. And now he is barely gold. So my goal right now is to refocus on his leg and get him back up to where he was. So, like I said, I'm basically starting all over, and I'm trying to set the pace for my team. If I'm asking them to do something, to reach out to 10 people every day, I'm doing it too. And then in the comments of that post, I'm going to screenshot it so they can see that not only am I asking them to do something, I'm doing it too. So I'm reaching out to 10 people every day. I'm following up with old and current customers. Those of you that have been in this for a while, some of you have been doing this for 3-4 years. In the beginning, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. Maybe some of you didn't know what you were doing, and that's okay. I've gone back to those very first customers that I was saying, drink this pink and shrink, and I've gone back and I've apologized and said, hey, I didn't know what I was doing 5 years ago. I'd really like another shot to work with you again and share with you about these products and share the probiotic, the vitamin, and let them know that it's not just the slim, it's a whole overall package. So I've been really reaching out to those old customers. Every time recently, what I've been doing, every time I sign somebody up, and I'm a diamond, but I'm doing this, I put them in a 3-way chat with me and my sponsor, Beth Anderson, just like I did in the beginning 5 years ago. So like I said, I'm going back to basics, doing these 3-way chats, just welcoming them, saying, hey, this is Beth. She's my sponsor. We're both here to help you if you have any questions. And also, y'all, meetings. And that's something I learned from Melissa. Melissa put on amazing meetings. So I'm going back to basics with that, doing meetings in my house, even if it's just 4 people. I got so hung up on thinking that it had to be these huge, big meetings with 50 people. We were successful when we were doing little meetings in our kitchen with 5 people, talking around the table, showing them the products. And so that's what I'm going to get back to doing with myself and my level 1s, going back to basics. Also, we're doing 7-day challenges every month with the Slim, and that's been really, really helpful too. We're also doing a 21-day belly buster group, and that's been amazing. I've sidelined, y'all may have heard of Natalie Canavy. She's a Sapphire on another team, and that's another thing. Make friends with people outside of your team. She's become my best friend, and we do tons of things together. She's an extrovert. She's a big personality. So what I lack, she does, and what she lacks, I do. So it's great. Don't rule out those sideline relationships. Go sit next to somebody you don't know. That's how I met her. Also, team lunches and team dinners. We always did this in the beginning, and I got really lax with it. Just building that sense of community with your team really be doing that. I stopped doing it, and it shows. Like I said, I haven't been doing what I should be doing. And y'all, I'll be perfectly honest with you, it shows. It shows in the convention contest right now. I have not earned the gala or the cash because I got lazy and I was, in this kind of mode telling everyone else what they should be doing when I wasn't doing it. So I'm going back to the basics, you guys. Our team also does a happy hour. I've also aligned with an Emerald. Her name is Kate Tempney. And I don't know if y'all are on my page, but I can put Kim and Jamie on there because we do these happy hours twice a month, Wednesday nights at 8:30. And we always bring in 3 jewels to share their story. So it's great for you to be on there to hear their stories and get your potentials on there. So I'll make sure that Kim and Jamie have that information as well if y'all want to be added to the happy hour group. It's been really, really good. And then also we've been doing Zooms, and again, I'll make sure that Kim and Jamie have that information. I do with my sponsor, Beth Anderson. Every Tuesday, we do a Zoom at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we bring in a different jewel to do a training for us. So that's been really good. And like I said, just teaming up with the sideline. So I'm really trying to go back to basics. Like I said, this is the last month for the convention. I know I'm not going to win those big prizes, and that's okay. But I'm refocusing and rebuilding. And come Leaders Retreat, y'all, full momentum. I want y'all to be thinking too about the big reveal, the Too Big to Miss, May 5th. That is going to be amazing. Make sure you're talking with your team about that and getting them hyped up. And then the new Slim. Okay, we have huge, huge things coming. So be sharing these things. I know that we're not supposed to share the new Slim yet with our customers and all of that potentials, but there's always a gray line. You could be letting them know you have something big coming. Once it's available, get them on that wait list. That's what I'm doing. I have a list of people, and then once it's available, get them signed up with it. So just keep them excited. Keep them excited with the May 5th. I can't wait to see what that is. I have a few ideas of what I think it is, but I have no clue. So just a lot of exciting things. And don't give up. We all hit those hard times. I've been there. I'm there. But I'm going to rebuild, and I'm going to refresh and come out on top. So anything else you want me to share, Jamie?
Do you guys have any questions? I think it was perfect. Just rebuilding and feeling stuck. I think a lot of them, how many of you feel stuck?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yesterday.
Well,
yesterday we felt. Today we feel powered. Doing it.
Right answer. Good answer. 10 points for you.
Yay! Where's my gold star?
Does anybody have any questions or want to know anything about maybe how she got unstuck or anything, any other things that?
And if y'all think of something later too, you can reach out to me and message me. I'm an open book, so I will share whatever I can. So I get it, y'all. I've been stuck. It's hard, but we can all do it. If I can do it, and that's why I tell people this business, any of us can do it. I was a flight attendant before Plexus. Peanuts coat, so we can all be successful at this. We just have to put in the work. And it's reaching out to the people.
Are you blue like me?
I am blue, yes.
Because I could tell, because you're like, there's always a gray area. I'm like, that is me. Yep, there's gray area for everything.
But there is a gray area. There's always a little gray area. And I'll apologize later. If I do something wrong, I'll apologize later. But, I didn't know. So.
Okay, I've got a question for you. So I'm just curious. You were Jim's customer, and then you signed under Beth, and Beth is under Celeste. So just curious how that all went down.
Yeah, I know. Had we done it the right way, and again, I kick myself for it sometimes. Had we done it the right way, I should be under Jen Hawkins as I was her customer. Jen Hawkins never reached out to me about the business, and she'll tell you that was one of her biggest mistakes. she said she just assumed because we were friends with Celeste that none of us needed the money. She assumed that we were all housewives sitting at home, that didn't need the extra income. I referred Rainey Anderson to Jen Hawkins as well, who is a diamond. Had we done it the right way, Rainey should be under me as I referred her. I signed up before Rainey did, actually, and she's under Celeste. So Beth Anderson, we were best friends. We are best friends. She had never taken the product, but she had saw my success and Celeste's success, and she signed up. She signed up 3 months before I did. So when I finally decided to sign up, I signed up under Beth because she was my best friend. Okay. It's as simple and silly as that. I just didn't know. Nobody approached me. Jen Hawkins didn't approach me. Celeste didn't. Well, Celeste did. She said, you have to pick. Are you going to sign up under Beth or me? And I was like, well, Beth is my best friend, and it's still, but I knew that would benefit her. But 5 years ago, I didn't know. So that's why I'm under Beth. Beth should be under me because she saw me for 9 months. So
I think it's funny because people ask me because I knew Melissa before I knew Kim. And I didn't want Melissa to know that I was interested because I made fun of her on Facebook for it. And Kim gave me a sample. And so I was like, I'll sign up under Kim. Melissa will never know. And then she got the emails 4 levels up. And she's like, hey, you signed up. And I'm like, how'd you know? Crap. I was trying to avoid you, Like,
oh, I didn't know that, you guys. That's funny. So you're like us. I didn't know that.
Talking to Jamie,
yeah.
I went to her website and just signed up and I'm like,
yeah, it was funny because we laughed now because I was like, well, because everyone's like, aren't you under Melissa? I'm like, yes, but I'm under Kim, and actually Melissa's level 2. But it worked out because Kim and I are really good partners together, and we become best friends. And I don't think we would have the business we have if I would have signed up under Melissa.
No, I agree. Everything happens for a reason. And the same thing with me and Beth. I love doing this with her, and we make a great team. So I agree. It all happens for a reason. There's a reason that,
Not like it hurt Jen or Celeste. They were just fine.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt Melissa either.
No, it
I
didn't.
don't think, though, that sometimes I'm not like, oh, man, if Beth Anderson was under me and Rainey was under me, I'd be sitting pretty. There would be no struggles on this bus. I'm kidding.
Melissa's team that I'm like, I totally talked to you first. Why are you over there? You should be under me. But
I get it. But you know what? It makes us stronger. So that's the way I look at it. This whole refocusing and refreshing, you know what? It's just a season in this business, and I'm going to come out on top. Y'all are going to come out on top, and it's going to make for a great story. So.
Anybody else have any comments or questions? Arielle? No?
No.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. Y'all are having such a fun weekend. I love seeing all the pictures on Facebook. So great time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Arielle. And we'll see you.
Thanks, guys. I hope you have a great night.
Yay.
You too.